I know I need to move. Why do I not move? That is what a potential client asked me today. And I think it's such a big thing for so many of us that I wanted to share, because I know so many women who actually are smart enough, have done enough work to know what is good for them, which next step to take to come closer to their goal or their dream life or that vision of themselves that they want to achieve, but then they don't. And why is that? That's the paradigm. That's like our old outdated belief system that wants to keep us safe, and we call it self-sabotage or something else not so nice, but actually it's just our nervous system, our beliefs that we have formed because this was the best, quote unquote, easiest, safest way for us to behave, to think, to structure our life. And the fact that now it's not fitting is actually a good sign. That's the first thing, because it means that you have outgrown that habit, but it's still there. So that's kind of like the uncomfortable part of it. Still, I want to emphasize it's a good sign that you feel uncomfortable. And the second thing is we can shift all of that, like why am I not behaving the way I know I should, if we actually embody, integrate the wisdom that we have in here into our hearts, into our body, into every cell. And we do that by inviting in the nervous system, inviting in our subconscious mind, inviting in our patterns, our inner parts. We do that by inviting all that in, and not just by logical willpower, I need to behave like this from now on, because this is always snapping back. It's like you trying to change the temperature, but it is set on a default of whatever degrees, and you're wondering why you're always going back to default mode. That's why, because we need to change the image within the frequency within you to a new frequency, to a new timeline, so that it matches the thing that you actually want to achieve, the version of you that you actually want to be. Yeah. So if you're listening that far, please consider doing the inner work even more than you're already doing, because we can do so much, and it's not procrastination, but it's kind of busy work. We really need to look at the hard stuff, and it's not that hard, but we really need to look at these inner parts and unearth what has actually blocked us, and not just scratch the surface and feel good with doing all the things that kind of move us forward but then don't. And you know which those are by asking yourself if you are there where you want to be or not. So, sending you so much love. There's a lot you can shift, and fast. It's about really committing to that work, not only here, but here. If you want to come into a container with me, let me know. There is so much we can do together. And I know firsthand how easy it is to shift if you have someone who is guiding you, who's supporting you. It's not that you don't know, it's that you, or we all sometimes need someone who is kind of pushing us that little gentle bit, so that we cannot outsmart ourselves anymore. That's what, like, the magic of being in a safe coaching container is to me, being in mentorship is that we have someone who looks through the blind spots that we have and really can help us go to the next level, because our paradigm is not there, so they can see through it. That's the magic of it. Let me know if there's anything that I can support you with.